Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi, he had told a delegation of Kashmiri Hindus in Houston in the United States in September 2019 that the wind of change is blowing and now there would be a new Kashmir for everyone. The Kashmiri Pandit diaspora had responded by extending full support to the Modi government. They also expressed the hope that they would now be able to return to their homeland. After the abrogation of Article 370 and the enactment of the J&K Reorganization Act of 2019, the Kashmiri Hindus have looked for definite resolution of three main issues: encroachment of their immovable property, return to their homes, and prosecution of the perpetrators of the exodus and those who had usurped their property. The Jammu and Kashmir Migrant Immovable Property Preservation, Protection and Restraint on Distress Sales Act 1997, which was enacted to protect properties of the Kashmiri Pandits who had left the state after November 1989 due to coercion, threat, which was followed by loot, arson, rape and murder by terrorists who were also joined by the local radicalised Islamists in driving out the Kashmiri Hindus from their homes to change the demographic character of the population in the Kashmir Valley on religious grounds. There was zero enforcement of this act by successive governments. After the enactment of the Jammu and Kashmir Reorganisation Act in 2019, the centre last year amended the Jammu and Kashmir Migrant Immovable Properties Act, which was passed by the state legislature in 1997. And through a notification, it has empowered the competent authority to take suo motu action to evict unauthorized occupants of migrants' property which was left behind when they fled the state in 1989 and 1990. Now it is for the centre, once the union territory status has been given to the J&K, to guarantee the safe return of Kashmiri Hindus, to restore their properties and act swiftly against the illegal occupants and encroachers. Before the reorganization of Jammu and Kashmir and the abrogation of Article 370, about 1,500 displaced Kashmiri Hindu youth, they were given employment and settled in special camps under employment scheme introduced between 2008 and 15. But after the Hizbul Mujahideen terrorist Burhan Wani was eliminated by the security forces, these camps were attacked. There was heavy stone pelting, and the Kashmiri Hindu youth, most of them, they fled from their camps, fled from the valley. The Modi-led Indian government has a task at hand. It should take a cue from Israel and without wasting time resettle the Kashmiri Hindus in specially created, secure and well-guarded settlements that could range in character from farming communities to frontier villages to urban suburbs and neighborhoods. Besides Kashmiri Hindus, ex-servicemen and serving defense personnel who are posted in Kashmir, they should also be made residents in large numbers. And this should be done to counter the threat posed by the terrorists from Pakistan.